now I want to talk for a bit about a new video that's turned up on YouTube from the Centre for Global Higher Education, because I'm going back a bit to reality and then reworking my dramas. I do try and write something. It's not really a script, it's a sort of basis for further improvisation or something. So there's one about the ruins of the Fortress University, which I'll come back to at some point, because that was based, or will be based, on a lecture about the Fortress University that was in Durham a while ago, but the lecture's disappeared from YouTube. So I think if I switch over to this one, but relate it to CD Walk. The CD Walk one is just a walk around Exeter, looking at where the music retail used to be, and then where the student accommodation is being built, and just wondering what the time scale is. One scene is going digital, or has gone digital, and another scene just seems to be carrying on. But I think maybe just working on the CD Walk would be easier to present than the idea of the Fortress University falling over somehow, or a siege of it, or people leaving it. I think just looking at walking around Exeter and having a conversation about it might be a bit gentler, but it's still talking about disruption in the same sort of way. I think most of the issues that Peter Horrocks was mentioning when he was launching FutureLearn and explaining why the Open University should invest in it, quite a lot of similar ideas seem to be in this call for radical reform, higher education for a sustainable economy. That's, if you haven't found my tweet, WENOTNO on Twitter, you can search for that, or Centre for Global Higher Education, search on that and you'll find it's quite it's 7 days ago, so it'll be quite near the top of their list. But it's the bit you can see just on the screen says his argument is simple but profound, namely the traditional 3-year residential degree is now an unsustainable relic of an elite system built for another age. And there's more. It's about an hour, and there's a free downloadable report. Tim Blackman, his name is. But without getting into all of that on Phonic, it does raise a question: how much of this purpose-built student accommodation will in fact be needed for very long if things are moving online? So, and also what has happened with music retail, because since I started, I did get as far as a bit of script for a CD Walk, but actually things have changed. There is a sort of music retail that is viable and seems to be surviving, but it's on a much smaller scale than it used to be. I think I can say that. So HMV, the CD part of it is quite a small proportion of the space, and it's all mostly upstairs. There's a few CDs downstairs, but the bulk of the catalogue is upstairs. And vinyl has come back, but at sort of specialist prices, and maybe it is getting closer to the level it used to be. But HMV is not depending on music for its viability. And 12 Bar is a cafe, but the music is a very large aspect of what they're doing. So maybe that's, by analogy, where the campus may end up. So it may be a place, not you go on a 3-year course, but you might go for the weekend or for 10 days or on a special occasion, and the hospitality aspects are, well, they're already strong, I would say. The 3 years is spent in different ways. It's not just academic. So I'm just thinking about reviving the debate around what is going to happen if education moves online, and looking again at record stores, what has happened over the last 10 years or 15 years, let's say, and what's probably going to happen. And Record Store Day might be a chance of looking at that. I know 12 Bar are doing things around it. HMV's not involved. It's not for them, but I'm still trying to track what HMV are doing. I think they might bring back performance on a Saturday afternoon, which is another aspect of how retail is adjusting by means of events. But I don't know if that's going to happen. And the other thing to mention, Rooster Records don't get involved in Record Store Day. They just stick to their normal operation. So that's quite interesting as well. Different things going on there, and it may or may not be a model of what would happen with education. I just think the digital bit is gradually moving in various directions, and music has started. So you can look at how far it's got and generalise from that. Here's one of the stories of J.G. Ballard.